What is your job?
My job is the CS180. I'm the CS180 lab administrator for CS180 is Introduction to Computer Science in Java.
And what parts of your job involve composing or writing?
For each week, the students will do a lab where they have to read a lab spec and they need to complete a program. Those lab specs are written by the lab TAs. Each lab is designated for a certain TA. It involves writing usually around 2-page spec, describes the lab, describes what they need to accomplish, also helps the students learn about the technique that they learned in class.
So that's the purpose really, is to reinforce
What was learned.
what they learned in class. How much time in your job do you spend on writing these labs and doing other writing type activities?
Well, certain weeks I work on the labs. If I have a lab that I'm designated to write, I will spend like 5 hours writing the lab, writing the program, then editing it to give to the students partially done so they have something to start with. Around 5 hours. Some weeks I don't have to do one because the other TAs are going to be doing that, so it's off and on.
How did you learn to do how long did it take you and what do you have to do to learn how to perform this?
When I first started, I took this class previously, so I knew what the labs were expected, but I never actually wrote one. So what I did was I took the labs from previous years, inspected the format, introduction, then the part where it teaches them, and the things that are required in the lab. I'd find the format and try to go off of those.
And do you face any obstacles with communicating to the students?
There's always some obstacles. One in particular is with any class, there's going to be students who don't attend lecture or students who have trouble with the concept, learning the concept. So you have to make sure when typing the lab spec, you have to make sure that it's good for a broad range of students to learn. Some students don't go to lecture, so you have to make sure you try to teach as much as possible on that lab spec so they can get the lab done.